Hello everyone. In this part we will talk about introduction to the concept of competencies and understanding the psychological domain. Part 1, Introduction to the concept of competencies. In the field of psychology has come a long way over the years. With the rise of technology and the increasing demand for mental health services, the delivery of these services has changed dramatically. Online psychological services have become increasingly popular, providing individuals with access to mental health care from the comfort of their own homes. However, with the growth of online services, the importance of having a well-defined set of competencies has become increasingly critical. This is because the online environment requires a unique set of skills and knowledge to provide effective services. The concept of competencies is not new in the field of psychology. Competencies are the knowledge, skills, and abilities required to perform a specific task or role. In psychology, competencies refer to the specific skills and knowledge required to provide effective mental health care services. Competencies are crucial in ensuring that individuals receive high-quality care and that service providers are equipped with the necessary tools and resources to provide effective services. The purpose of this video is to provide an in-depth understanding of competencies and their importance in the context of online psychological services. In this chapter, we will define competencies, discuss why they are important, and provide a framework for understanding the role of competencies in providing effective mental health care at a distance. The importance of competencies in providing distance services. Competencies are essential in providing effective mental health care, regardless of whether the services are provided in person or at a distance. However, the delivery of services at a distance presents a unique set of challenges that must be addressed. The online environment requires a different set of skills and knowledge than in-person services. For example, service providers must be proficient in using technology and be familiar with online communication tools to provide effective services. The online environment also requires a different approach to treatment. Service providers must be able to adapt their methods to the online environment and be able to provide effective services without the benefit of in-person interaction. This requires a deep understanding of the online environment and the specific challenges that it presents. In addition, the online environment presents a new ethical and legal consideration that must be taken into account. Service providers must be familiar with the laws and regulations surrounding online mental health services, and they must be able to navigate these complexities to provide effective care. In conclusion, the online environment presents a unique set of challenges that must be addressed to provide effective mental health services. Competencies are crucial in ensuring that service providers have the necessary skills and knowledge to provide high-quality care, regardless of whether services are provided in person or at a distance. In the following chapters, we will delve deeper into the specific competencies required for online psychological services, and we will explore the methodology for executing typical actions online. Understanding the psychological domain. We will talk about the field of psychology, which is broad and diverse, covering a wide range of topics and areas of study. To understand the competencies required for online psychological services, it is important to have an understanding of the various areas of psychology and how they relate to competencies. In this chapter, we will provide an overview of the psychological domain and discuss the specific areas of psychology that are relevant to online services. Overview of the various areas of psychology. Psychology is a scientific study of the human mind and behavior. The field encompasses a wide range of topics including cognition, perception, emotion, motivation, personality, development, and social behavior. There are numerous areas of psychology, each with its own set of theories, research methods, and applications. Some of the most well-known areas of psychology include clinical psychology. Clinical psychology is concerned with the assessment, diagnosis, and treatment of mental and emotional disorders. Clinical psychologists use a variety of techniques to help individuals manage their symptoms, including psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and medication management. Cognitive psychology is concerned with how individuals process information, including perception, memory, and reasoning. Cognitive psychologists study how people think, learn, and make decisions. Developmental psychology is concerned with how individuals change and grow over the course of their lives. Developmental psychologists study how children develop, how they acquire language, and how they form relationships. Social psychology. Social psychology is concerned with how individuals interact with others and how social influences impact behavior. Social psychologists study topics such as attitudes, group dynamics, and social perception. Forensic psychology. Forensic psychology is concerned with the application of psychology to the criminal justice system. Forensic psychologists are involved in the assessment of defendants and the evaluation of evidence in criminal cases. Explanation of competencies in the context of specific areas of psychology. Competencies are essential in all areas of psychology, but the specific competencies required will depend on the areas of psychology in which an individual is working. For example, a clinical psychologist working in a traditional in-person setting may require different competencies than a clinical psychologist providing services online. In the context of online services, competencies in the areas of technology and online communication are crucial. Service providers must be able to effectively use technology to provide services, and they must be familiar with online communication tools such as video conferencing and instant messaging. In addition, service providers must have a deep understanding of the specific areas of psychology in which they are providing services. For example, a clinical psychologist providing online therapy must have a solid understanding of psychotherapy theories and techniques and must be able to apply these theories and techniques in the online environment. In conclusion, the specific competencies required for online psychological services will depend on the area of psychology in which an individual is working. In the next chapter, we will delve deeper into the definition of psychological typical actions and the importance of understanding these actions for providing effective online services.